Designed with purpose where every detail matters. Crafted for comfort so nothing holds you back. Made to move your way with every step, every run. Nike.
In today's video, I'll show you how I created a Nike-style product ad using motion graphics in DaVinci Resolve Fusion. We'll build this smooth promotional animation step by step so you can create similar brand ads easily. So basically, we'll divide this video into 3 pages. This is our first page, this is the second page, and this is the third page. Now let's start with the first page. Here in the media pool, I've already imported some object PNGs that we'll use to create our product motion graphics video. Now, in the media pool, right-click and create a new Fusion composition. I'll name this composition Product Motion Graphics. The default duration is 5 seconds, so I'll keep it as it is. Now click Create. Next, drag this composition from the media pool onto your edit timeline. Now let's move to the Fusion panel. Here we only have one node, which is the Media Out node. For now, I'll just move it slightly to the side so we have some working space. First, we'll create the background. So, bring in a background node and drag it onto the Fusion timeline. Turn it on in the right viewer window. Now go to the type section on the right side and change it to gradient. Then in the gradient type, switch it from linear to radial. Now right-click in the viewer and enable guides. Using these guides, grab the left gradient point and place it exactly in the center so the gradient looks perfectly aligned. Next, let's change the color of the first gradient point. Instead of using the picker, I'll directly enter a color code so we get an exact color. Enter hashtag FF025F, then click OK. Now select the second gradient point. Again, I'll enter a color code directly, use number 690112, then click OK. And you can see we now have a beautiful gradient background in the viewer. Now right-click again and turn guides off. Next, let's animate this background. For that, add an ellipse node and connect it to the background node like this. Select the ellipse node and increase its size like this. Now place the playhead at the very beginning. This is where we want the background animation to start. Using the center Y-axis, move the background downward until it goes completely outside the viewer frame. Add keyframes on both the X and Y axis. Then move the playhead to frame 35 and reset the Y value back to default 0.5. Now if I play this, you'll see a simple animation is ready. To make it smoother and more professional, go to the spline editor. Enable the ellipse node here, click Fit to Zoom, select the keyframes, press S and smooth them like this, just the way I'm doing here. Now turn off the spline editor. Let's play it again. And you can see our smooth and professional background animation is now ready. Now let's move on to the text. So here we'll add a text node and connect it to the background node like this. Now turn on the merge node in the viewer window so we can see our text clearly. Next, select the text node. Go to the text box on the right side and type your text. According to my video, I'm typing designed. Now let's choose a font. I'm using Bebas Neue, which is a Google font. You can easily download it for free. I'll switch the font weight from bold to book. Now increase the text size as needed. Next, let's animate the text. Place the playhead at frame 10. Go to the layout section and slightly move the text downward using the center Y-axis, just like this. Add keyframes on both the X and Y axis. Then move the playhead to frame 20 and bring the Y value back to its default position, 0.5. Now go to the shading tab and reduce the opacity to 0. Bring the playhead back to frame 10 and add a keyframe on opacity. Then move to frame 20 and set opacity back to maximum. If we play this now, you can see it already looks nice. Let's animate one more property for a more professional feel. Go to the transform section and animate the spacing. Decrease the spacing slightly like this. Now move the playhead to frame 10 and add a keyframe to the spacing parameter. Then move the playhead to frame 20 again and reset the spacing value back to default. Now play it and see. Our background and text animation is nicely ready. Now let's move on to our first product, the shoes. So here, I'll drag the shoes PNG from the media pool and connect it to the previous merge node with the background, just like this. Now turn on the new merge to node in the viewer window so we can see the product. Next, go to the merge controls on the right side and adjust the product angle. I'll set the angle to around 13.8. Now place the playhead at the very beginning and add a keyframe on the angle parameter. Then move the playhead to the end, around frame 119, and change the angle value to 10. Now if you play this, you'll notice a subtle motion in the product. This small movement makes the image feel more alive and dynamic. Next, let's animate the product position. Move the playhead to around frame 20. Using the center X-axis, push the object completely off-screen from the left side so it's not visible in the viewer. Add keyframes on both center X and Y axes. Then move the playhead to frame 35 and bring the center X value back to the default 0.5. Now you can see the product smoothly animating into the frame from the left side. To make it even more realistic, go to the inspector settings and enable motion blur. Now let's add a shadow to the product. Select the Media in 1 node, press Ctrl plus Shift plus space, search for shadow and add it to the Media in node. You'll see the shadow appear immediately. Reduce the shadow amount slightly. I'll set it to around 0.3 so it looks subtle and natural. You'll notice a soft shadow of the shoes appearing on the background. To refine this, select the Merge node, go to its controls, and slightly adjust the X-axis position so the shadow doesn't appear too early before the product enters. Now if I play this, you can see how beautifully the product, text, and background animate together with a professional look. Next, we'll animate everything out to prepare for the next page. Move the playhead to around frame 70. Select the text node, go to Transform and add keyframes on offset X and Y. Then move the playhead to frame 85 and push the text upward using the Y offset until it moves completely out of the frame. You can slightly zoom out the viewer window if needed for easier positioning. Now go back to frame 70, select the Merge to node, the product, and add keyframes on center X and Y. Move again to frame 85 and push the product upward the same way as the text so both exit the frame together. Now if you play it, you'll see both the product and text smoothly moving out of the screen at the same time. So this completes our first product motion graphics page. Finally, connect the last Merge node to the Media Out node, just like this. Now we'll move back to the Edit page and it's time to create the second page, which will be very simple and easy. So for the second page, we'll simply copy our first composition. Press Ctrl plus C to copy and Ctrl plus V to paste it here. Now select this new composition and go to the Fusion panel. Here you can see our shoes product image. Delete this image and drag your second product from the media pool. Then connect it to the yellow output of the Drop Shadow node. You'll notice the object is placed very easily and smoothly. Now select the text node and type new text. I'll type comfort here. Now our text and object are ready. You might notice the shadow looks a bit strong, so let's reduce it. Select the Drop Shadow node and change the amount from 0.3 to 0.2. Now it looks better. Next, let's change the background color. Select the background node, choose the first color point, go to the color box, and enter the color code number 434343. Click OK. Now change the second color point. Enter the color code hashtag 271B47 and click OK. Now you can see our second page is ready. Now go back to the Edit page. Next we'll create the third page. Copy the second composition and paste it here. Select this new composition and open it in the Fusion panel. First, delete the second page product image. Then drag your third product from the media pool, just like we did before. You'll see the object is placed easily. Now select the text node, go to the text box, and type new text. I'll type your way. If the text goes outside the viewer window, simply reduce the size slightly so it fits properly. Next, select the background node and change its colors, just like we did for the second page. For the first color, I'll use hashtag 9F9F9F. For the second color, I'll use number 004010. You can adjust these colors according to your video theme. Now our third product motion graphics page is ready. Finally, we'll add the brand name at the end. Move the playhead to around frame 80. Add a new text node and connect it to the last Merge node. Select the text node, go to the text box, and type Nike. Choose your font. I'll use Bebis Neue. Reduce the size so it's initially very small or invisible. Add a keyframe on size. Move the playhead to frame 90 and increase the size. You can adjust the size according to your design. To make the animation smoother, go to the spline editor and smooth the graph. Turn off the spline and play it back. Now our third page animation is ready. But there's a small issue. The text becomes visible slightly earlier. To fix this, keep the playhead at frame 80, go to Shading, set opacity to 0 and add a keyframe. Move the playhead slightly forward, around frame 82, and set opacity back to 100%. Now play it again. And see the issue is fixed. Go back to the edit page. Place the second composition above the first page, where the first animation ends. Then place the third composition above the second one, and align it properly. Now play it back. Here is our Nike product motion graphics animation ready. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Slightly smiling face. So that's how you can create a clean product motion graphics ad in DaVinci Resolve Fusion. I hope this tutorial helped you. If it did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with other editors. I'll see you in the next tutorial.